guys, it's me, Stacy. I am back with video number 2 in our Cuckoo clock series. We have all the pieces cut out and they are all covered with the printed paper. I have my glue gun to the side heating up. The first thing I want to do is separate the pieces. So we have this piece and that one is the clock. This is the bottom. The solid blue is the back of the house. We have these two pieces that are the sides. Solid blue, the back of the house. Then we have all the front pieces, which is the holly, the little reindeer stand, these two pieces there, the candy canes, and the reindeer. These are the roof. This is the front of the clock, and this is the front of the clock. I have my instructions over here. Let's go ahead and see where we are. So it says attach the green roof pieces to the top of the house by sliding the notches in onto the tabs extending from the front of the house. All right, this is the front of the clock. I did go in there with my Wake of Stella pen, just a little bit sparkle. I'm going to take my bone folder as well. And all these notches on the front part where the paper is, I'm going to go in here and make these be a tad bit wider. I'm actually going to use my Cricut spatula. That might have been too wide. Just to make this part a little bit easier to get everything through. And I do apologize in advance. This video may run a tad bit long today, but I didn't want to do 2 videos on assembling it. We'll see how we are with time though, okay? Alright, so I have that notch kind of a little bit wider. It just makes everything a little bit easier to kind of go through. And I am doing it with the paper on the front. This way the yucky part will be on the back side of the house. Alright, so we have that one done. And that's the front or the top. Then we have the roof here. I'm going to do the same thing. I didn't do this last time, and hubby said that might save a little bit of time and make the assembly a little bit easier just by going in here and making them wider. So we'll see if he's correct on that one. If I need him, he is here today. He's outside right now cutting the grass. But if I get stuck, he'll be in here with us. So we'll see. And I was asked while I'm on the clock, I was asked about using cereal box board, if that would last, if you want to save it, because you know, this is a project I do want to save because it is rather time consuming, you know. I hate to just cut it and then toss it. I do think cereal box will work, but I'd recommend if you're going to use cereal box, like this is one layer, I would cut 2 of everything out and then glue them 2 pieces together, and that would kind of stiffen it up. And then use a like a heavy cardstock to print the design on, so you would have like 3 layers there. Alright, I think I got all that. Alrighty, so the first thing we're going to do, so we have this scallop piece is the bottom. So we're going to go ahead, and this one goes on this side. You can kind of see where the tabs go. Now, I don't know which tab goes to what. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, so the top tab is going to slide in there. So you have the front of the clock with the lights, the side of the house, and the scallop, the tabs are going to come facing you, and the top one here is the one that's going to go in there. So go ahead and kind of shove that in there. So I think I need to make it a little bit wider. Okay, so again we have that side of the house. Put that piece in there. Okay, so it's in there. You just gotta kind of shove it in there. You want it to be flush with this piece right there, I would imagine. Okay, we got that one in there. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Again, I want to make that be a tad bit wider. I do think this definitely does help, so I thank hubby for that tip. Just go in there with something that you can fit in there. Kind of make them be a little bit wider. Okay, so we have, make sure I'm right, the tabs are toward the front, and I think once you get one notch in there, you can kind of wiggle it a little bit. That's the hardest part, just kind of getting it started. Oops. That could be a little bit wider. That bottom part there is giving me an issue. You want to be careful though as well. I mean, even though we are using a chipboard, it's still, you're on this little end right there. You don't want to risk tearing that. Another easier option, if I were to make this again, I'd probably cut all the tabs off and just hot glue it myself. I just think that'd be easier. You know, you can go in the design space and hide all these cutout pieces there. All right, I'm gonna go in from this side just to see if I can kind of get it started. And it's really giving me an issue, this one. Okay, push that down. Just kind of get that hole wider. That one side right there is not quite wide enough. Personally, I think it's easier putting it together with a hot glue gun. Alrighty, now I kind of bent that one. It's all kind of wonky. We're gonna go with that one first, if I can. Come on. Be nice. Okay, we're just gonna lay it down and push that in there. See, the problem with it being so thick, come on, fella. I can't get this one end right there. Okay, we're gonna go with it. Let's see if I can kind of shove that in. It's that little end right there. All right, I'm gonna go in there and just kind of cut it a little bit. All right, you gotta do what you gotta do. Like I said, I really would love for Cricut to do a video on this clock. You know, cutting it out with chipboard and fixing the error or noticing the error on there. Like that would be good TV, you know, having them create these files on camera. Okay, all right. I think we're good, guys. That's about the best it's going to get because I really can't push that down any farther. All right, we're gonna let that one sit. All right, next step is to glue the clock face to the piece that says Merry Christmas. All right, so this one's easy. Just gonna glue this, and you wanna make sure the clock is the right direction. And I'm using art glitter glue from Me to do this part. Is this right? Okay, glue the clock. Glue the clock face, which is this piece, the piece that says Merry Christmas. Make sure the holes line up. And if you're using cereal box board for this piece in particular, because the clock does attach to this, I'd probably use 3 layers of the chipboard. All right, so we're gonna line that up with the holes, making sure my clock is straight there. Okay, all right, we have that piece done. What is next? Glue the clock face and Merry Christmas to the front of the house, aligning. This part is next, really? Okay, glue the clock face and piece to the front of the house, aligning the 2 inner circles. So this piece is going to get glued to this piece. And we're going to line that hole up with that hole right there. That can't be right. Oh, it's not, because I go this way. See that? All right, so that's going to go like that. And you want to leave a gap, if you can, from this bottom piece, because that, you can see here on our clock, a piece has to go behind that. So I'm just going to put glue on just the clock piece here. It's kind of backwards. You'd think this piece would be last. Alrighty, so we're gonna look at it this way, guys, so I can see that hole. Make sure I'm straight. And if I can, I'm just leaving a little of a gap between them 2 pieces there. Just hold that in place really good. You can also use hot glue to attach this on there. Alrighty, so we have this one. Then it says slide the base of the house, the large rectangle piece with the wood grain, which is this piece. See, this is gonna get under there. So, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take this piece off and put this piece on. Because I know how that kind of goes. I believe this goes level with it. Actually, we're not going to do it that way. See, it was easier last week and I had the hubby's help. Alright, we're going to glue this piece back on there. I thought it might have been easier to put that piece on first, but there's really nothing for it to kind of sit on right there. So you want to leave a gap. Work quick. Then we're going to kind of just shove this piece in there. While my glue is not dried yet, I can shove that in there. See, I think it's easier doing it that way. Yeah. Okay, just kind of put your clock in that piece, then put your clock on that piece. Much easier. Okay, just make sure it's straight and lined up. Okay, so when you guys are doing this at home, put glue on this piece and then put this piece on it. Okay, that piece is not glued, it's just kind of sitting there. I want to make sure this roof is right. Yep, it is. Okay. Alright, so we have that done. Then it says attach the clock kit. Where do I attach the sides of the house? Why did I miss that step? Attach the green roof pieces by sliding in the notches. We did that. Attach this piece to that piece. We did that. We attach this to that. Where are the sides of the house? Slide the base of the house. We did that. It should stick out about 3/4 inches past the house, which it does. It will provide a platform for the house and the interior clock to sit on. You know what? I think my roof is wrong. I think my roof is wrong. It is wrong. I think I messed up, guys. Yeah, this is not the way for the roof. The roof does not go there. It goes up top. Alrighty, so yep, attach the sides of the house first. Read instructions fully, Stace. Alright, so we have this piece here. So I'm gonna kind of just, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, guys. Alright, so we're gonna kind of put that there. And I need the sides of the house. This part here. So this one is the peppermint one. This is gonna go here. I knew that looked funny. Right here we are fussing with that piece there. Alright, so that one went in there nice and easy. That was a plus. Alright, let's grab the tree piece. Make sure they're going the right way. Okay, so we have the tree here. So you're going to put your sides of the house on first. Okay, I do apologize because I messed up. Alright, and this piece again is giving me an issue. Come on, little fella. Come on. Okay, we got that in there. Okay, that much better. Alrighty, so we have that done. Alright, now we do what? Attach the clock piece now. Alright, we'll do the clock. I'm gonna make sure this piece is back in there. I'll leave that piece off right now. Alright, so we have the same clock kit that we had for the first one. So the hands are still gonna be a tad bit wonky. But I'm just basically going to be using this as a decorative piece, not really a functioning clock. But what I'm going to try to do is maybe we can cut the hands. Alright, so we have that. And let's grab these little guys here. So we're supposed to attach the green roof. We're going to do this part first, because that's going to be in our way for sure. Okay, well, I bent the crap out of that guy, didn't I? Alright, So we have this piece, and I believe hubby had an issue with this one. You want to take this apart and get rid of that washer, at least on my clock piece. Okay, so I'm going to take this off because it didn't fit all the way through, it was too thick. So we're going to toss that washer, go and put that through the hole, and you kind of have to be rough with it, you know, really got to shove it in there. Okay, Stace. I'm having issues with the clock. Alrighty, it's in there, but it's not going to give me enough room for that screwy piece. Look at that, we're at 15 minutes and I only have 3 pieces together. This is going to be a really long video. Alright, I don't know how to get that in all the way in there. Okay, I'm just going to kind of push. Hi! I'm going to call him in here.
Yes?
Can you come here? I'm doing a video. I can't get the clock in.
You can't get the clock in.
No.
Let me see. I gotta keep it under the camera?
Yeah. You're not under the camera. I have to go this way.
Sorry, folks.
I took the washer piece off. But on this one, it has the whole thing going through. All the way through?
Yeah, see if there's enough. Sorry, folks. Can't tell where the clock is.
You can look at the camera right there.
There you go. It's tight. You know, there's only a little bit sticking out.
You just gotta push really
The
hard.
thinner this
Chipboard.
chipboard is, the more grip you'll have, but it's in there.
Alright, thank you. Now what piece goes on next? The big one or the little
The long one? No, the short one. The short one's got the bigger hole. This is a short one. And then that one goes over the first lip. This one goes over the second lip. And then your second hand.
Okay, that's on there. Thank you. Which is the next one? The bigger one?
15 minutes of fame.
The one with the arrow, right, is next?
Yeah. That should clip right on there.
Oh, I got that one on. This one clips on there?
Yeah, it kind of pops on.
I heard it pop before. There we go. Okay.
And that one should fit right over that center piece.
It goes on the straight the same way?
Yeah, just
Straight?
make sure it's gold facing up.
I can't get that piece on there. That piece is on. I heard that piece kind of clip in. Wash my hand with that. Tedious, isn't it? Mm-hmm. There you go. So we don't need to use either one of those washers then in this piece, right? Because the clock piece was too thick.
Yeah.
All right.
Tick tock, tick tock.
You give me a battery, make sure it works.
A battery.
Yeah.
We need a double A.
Yeah. I don't think I have any in there. You can take it out of the remote for right now. Alright guys, sorry about that. So after we do this piece, or this way, we're going to attach the roof. Yeah.
I'm a movie star now. Oop.
I don't know which way, this way?
Yeah. It's clocking.
Okay.
Clicking.
Well, do you need the battery back?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, can you close the door and get the dogs out?
I'll go. Come on.
Thank you.
Come on, let's go get treats.
Alrighty. So we have that piece done. Now remember, my hands are going to be a little bit longer, so they're not going to spin, but we'll get it in a minute. Alright, so we're done this one. We have that piece. We're going to do the roof. So we have the tabs facing us first, and this is going to go this way. Okay, so it's going to go inside this piece right there. So we're going to go ahead and put that piece, that one in there, nice and easy. All right, so we have that roof on. It looks like it's all kind of crumbling, but I promise you it will come together. All right, so we're going to put this one on, this one. Just kind of find the hole there. Okay, so we have that going on there. All right, so we have the house, the roof on. We have the bottom, which is this piece. We're going to work on the bottom last because everything else has to kind of come up here. So we're going to kind of get these guys aligned. Okay, see how it's kind of coming together? All right, then we have the front of the house, which these two notches are going to go into this notch right there. And I'm going to do that from the back. Oops. From the front, I guess. Alright, so put this piece in there. And you're going to want that little piece that's tedious for me. Okay, we're going to pop this off. I think it's easier doing it this way. Alright, so I need to slide this one in here. This is going to give me issues because the paper is coming off on that piece. Oh, I thought I broke it. Okay. Make that be a little bit wider. That piece there. Okay, and then put this piece in. Come on, you're coming. And I think cereal box board, guys, I think would be a lot easier. I mean, you really got to be careful because it's so little there. It's like the cards that we do for Making on Monday that have the score line really close to the cutout piece. This is kind of the same process there. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of pull and push at the same time. There we go. Okay, just have patience, and I have very little of those, but we're getting it. I think it's easier putting this piece together first, you know, because the roof only attaches by that little thing. All right, so we have that one on there. All right, I'm going to take this piece off as well, and I already think I did this one. Let's go ahead and just make sure I made this wide. All right, and that's going to go here. Come on. There we go, I got one end in. Once you kind of get one end in, you can kind of grab the other one and push the roof down. All right, we have those two pieces in. Now we're going to finish that up by attaching the pieces right here. Okay, and we already had them in there, kind of dry fitted them. Kind of have to just kind of get under there. There's that one, I think. Okay, that one there fit really nice. That one did. I'm just going around making sure everything's nice and tight, because this piece doesn't really attach to anything other than that one piece here of the roof. I do want to kind of shimmy that one down some more. All right, guys, it's coming together. All right, so we have this attached to the back wall of the house by sliding, attach the back wall of the house. Okay, attach the back wall of the house to the sides and roof using the notches. It's going to put this piece back on. We only have 2 more pieces to go. All right, so shimmy this guy back in there. And this is what the clock sits on. I should have had put this on there before I had the hubby put the clock in there. Oh, there we go. We got one. That's why you have to leave like a little bit of a gap. Oh, there we go. Thought I broke it. All right, so we got that piece in there. So now we're going to flip it over this way, so you can kind of see the clock is going to sit on this piece. Yep. All right, so we're going to just attach the back pieces. So we have this piece here. This is going to get attached to the top of the roof. No place to put my hands. All right, so we're gonna put this. Where am I at all the time? Oh, I'm only at 25 minutes. Okay, so not too bad, guys. All right, just kind of finagle this in. I don't really think it matters, you know, because one of the sides you're supposed to cover with paper. This is the part I cover with paper. I don't think it matters because you don't see that through the window. So if you want to eliminate a step, don't even cover this with paper, you know, because you ain't even gonna see it. Come on, fella. There we go. I had you. So I got the one end in, I'm just kind of pushing the other end. Okay. Just really kind of get that as tight as you can make it. As you can see, it's tight. If I can kind of push my bone folder to kind of get, oh, there we go. Much easier. Just kind of put pressure on it. Okay, we got that one in. Let's work on this guy. Get one of the sides in, kind of get it started. Oh, that one in there. Love that. Okay, that was super easy. All right, now we have this piece is going to get attached to these guys here. And you also want to fold that piece. It's going to go like this, okay? That fold is going to attach to this piece, so you're able to open this up and attach and attach the, or change the battery in the clock. Okay, so I'm just really making them big because again, this part, if you're using this as a functional clock, this piece is going to get used a lot. So I'll probably just take the battery out of this one and use it as a decorative piece. All right, we're going to fold this piece down because we're going to glue that piece to this one. All right, so it's going to put this piece on. Come on, work with me here. Okay. I can't see where I'm starting it at. Come on. I'm actually going to go in this way. Like I said, it's the back of the clock, so if I kind of mess up the paper, I'm not too concerned about it. But I think it's easier going this way, because when you go through this way, you're pushing the fibers of the chipboard and also the paper that way as well, and then you're trying to get that in there. So I'm pushing all this that way. So just the back of the clock, right? All right, let's see if that is better. I can't see it, is my problem. There we go. Come on, I got one of these. I'm just kind of, again, pushing and pulling. I want to grab something to kind of push that down. Okay, got that one in. Let's grab the other one. Okay, there we go. Come on, I had you. Again, I'm just kind of pushing. On all sides here. I'm going to go this way so if I can see it. It's always that one, right, that has to kind of give you an issue. Come on. There we go. I think I have one end in there. And I just kind of have to push. Again, I'd probably hot glue this, guys. This is really tedious, but well worth it. I mean, I think the clock is so cute, but definitely tedious. All right, so I think I have that. Then you're gonna put some glue here. Let me fix my clock, it's kind of all wonky. And then that's gonna close the house by putting glue there. And I'll use hot glue. You wanna work quick. Of course, this piece came undone. Oh my gosh, I'm coming undone when I got glue there. Okay, so I line all that back up and hold that down. Just hold it there so that glue can grab, because this is, it's kind of going against itself. It doesn't really want to hold. Oh, my clock is all bent to pieces. Okay. Are we together yet? We are. Okay. So we have the clock. Now we have the holly that goes up top here. I don't really think it matters which one goes where. I don't think I have to, maybe I do. And these ones I cut out of the cereal box board. Okay, so that's going to go here. Okay, this one's going to go up there. Come on, little piece. Okay, we got that one on there. Just making sure it's down all the way. Okay, my clock piece here is giving me an issue. I think because I bent that. I'm gonna push that down some. Okay, all right, so we have that one on. Let's go ahead and do the other side. We're about time, 35 minutes. Okay, just gonna make them a little bit wider because we don't really want to mess the holly up, right? Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and kind of slide this one. I'm gonna kind of open it a little bit. This piece is going to give me an issue because I can see it starting to tear on the bottom part of the roof, but we'll see if we can make it work here. There we go. And it is nice and secure, the clock. It is solid. All right, let's grab this piece down here. I'm gonna cut it a little bit. I don't really want to cut it. Just make it a little wider. So we already got that piece on there, slide it down. Okay, that's on there. Okay, there we go. Okay, push that one in. There we go. Okay, so we have the holly attached. And I did go in again with that Winkostella on that part. Alright, so now my clock's still moving? Yeah. Alright, we have the candy canes. I'm going to put them kind of right here to hide that piece there. And I'm going to use hot glue. So I'm actually putting glue on the tab itself there. Maybe. Come on, glue. There you go. Okay, and then put that candy cane on there, but I want to have it making sure it's sitting on the base there. Okay, and give that a second to do its thing. Bring this guy over. Put glue on that piece. There we go. And put this candy cane on. Hold that down. Okay, so we have that. Next we have the little reindeer piece. And all you have is this little notch. See that? That's going to go on top of this one in the back of the house. And that I'm going to glue on because it's just really, really hard to get it in there. I'm going to actually kind of cut a bigger slice there, see if that would make a difference. It just kind of sits on there, but I'm afraid that if I don't glue this piece, oh my gosh, only to me this happens to. Okay, if I don't glue this on, I think I'm going to lose this piece. You know, I don't really want to lose it. That's what holds the reindeer on. And it kind of has to go with both pieces there. I'm going to glue it on. I'm just going to shove a little bit of glue in that hole. Because that's the only thing that attaches it, is that little hole right there. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of glue in it. Shove it in there. And give it a second to hold. Or to grab. So I'd really like to see Cricut put this together, you know. I make sure you're straight. You know, like the little Rudolph guy, I can always save him. You know, take a little piece of Velcro or something, put in the back of the house or something. But if you lose that piece, I mean, you can, I guess, just have him sitting there. But all right, then you have the little slice on Rudolph. Just kind of make that a little bigger as well. And he sits in that other notch. Again, it's going to give me an issue. I'm going to just cut a little bit, a bigger gap. See if that works. And it does, beautifully. All right, last thing, guys, is these two pieces. So, if I have a glue string. And so far, it looks like my clock is working. Right? I can't know, I don't know if it's hitting that piece or not. I guess we'll find out when it goes around. Alright, so we're going to put some glue. Just the top part of that piece. And that's going to go down here. Yep, the clock is working. That's kind of weird on how this clock works and the other one doesn't. Ow. Just got glue all over me. Alright, so this one actually is a working clock. Alright, so push that down. Then we're going to grab the other one. And then we're done. We're done. 40 minutes later, right? With lots of mess ups, but I said last time hubby helped me put it together, so it was like 2 brains working versus just my brain working. Alright, so I'm going to put this one. You can see how I'm doing that? Just kind of holding them there. Get rid of my glue strings. I'm so happy the clock works. But again, I think that is important. That is an important step to keep track, you know, just to remind yourself that that area is, you know, you don't have a lot of room. But so there you have it, my friends. There is the finished clock here. The side there. This can probably use a little bit of finagling. I think I might put some glue in there. See, we had that little gap there. I'm going to go ahead and shove some glue in there. Just a little bit to kind of help hold that together. Oh, I pushed it in and it went all the way through. That's kind of funny. So, you know, if you have little gaps like that, just go in there and put a little bit of glue. I recommend the hot glue. So just going to keep this nice and tight on that side. Let me check this side. See, we have a gap. We have a little gap right here. Again, just shove some glue in there. Kind of push that down. And I also have a gap in my roof. But I think the roof is fine. You don't want to glue this back wall though. Okay, so if you have a gap there, you kind of have to deal with it because we did hot glue this piece. This way this part can come down so you can access the batteries of the clock if you plan on using it for a functional clock. Okay, but since this clock works, I do plan on using it for a clock. Alright guys, there you have it. So there's clock number 2 and clock number 1. Any questions at all, please let me know. Thanks so much for taking part in this series. I hope you guys are making the clock, and I thank you for the long video today. As always guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.